April and Finn, a couple, were visiting their man's relatives in New York in 2014. They flew through a fierce storm and came across thousands of ravenous sharks that were more than 6 meters long. Flight attendant Finn tried to alert the passengers when he saw a flying shark colliding with the plane's wing, but nobody had seen. The sharks kept flying despite the efforts of the flight attendant and an FBI agent on board to reassure the passengers. One of the animals struck the turbine as the aircraft got closer to the airport, lowering the engine's altitude and sending it crashing into the side of the aircraft. Finn attempted an emergency landing as the passengers were engulfed in hysteria. April, the woman, was thrown off the aircraft after failing to kill the shark. When Finn discussed the shark storm in an interview, the account was ridiculed. A weather forecast alerting the man and his wife to an impending massive storm halted April's trip to the hospital for surgery. When Finn attempted to call his sister Ellen to alert them to the danger, she chose to take pictures with her cell phone on quiet. A woman named Ellen is told that there was an accident at Liberty Island and is encouraged to travel to Manhattan. A storm is about to hit a river where her husband Martin and son Vaughn are enjoying a baseball game. After becoming trapped on Liberty Island, Ellen's friend Finn drives them to the stadium. A spray of water in the river transforms into a tornado with millions of sharks during the game. In the hopes that the tunnel won't flood, the mob hurries to the metro station. A crocodile emerges from the river and attacks a worker as they pass through a cave. A number of sharks are released as the valves rupture, devouring the worker and the crocodile. When the subway gets struck, Finn spots a lot of water with multiple sharks in it. Finn attempts to save a police officer who has been captured by the shark. Martin's friend uses a baseball bat to strike the shark, but the shark obliterates it. Finn kills the shark with a piece of leftover wood because he thinks they should disembark from the train. The party decides to go to Times Square to get supplies and prepares weapons before hitting the streets. Finn purchases groceries at a pizzeria. Finn, Van, and Sky, the main characters in this text, are trapped in a building during a storm. When the hurricane that is chasing them strikes the Statue of Liberty, a huge concrete head falls on the man. The driver is crushed as a shark strikes his head after 2 city workers assist the women in escaping. After that, the 3 of them flee by riding to her husband's house in a fire engine. Sharks infest the structure as a result of the storm-induced flooding. Water hits Sky and the taxiway fins, leaving them trapped inside the car. The driver's leg is weak, so the sharks can devour him when Finn and Sky use a rope to get to a higher area of the structure. When the group realizes Ellen isn't there, they dash to the building. While Martin and Vaughn wait downstairs for their mother and daughter, they separate and construct bombs on the top level. When Ellen's buddy is struck by a whale shark, her body is reduced to mashed potatoes. Finn and Vaughn are at the top of the building when the mother and daughter dash inside. Bombs are thrown at the tornadoes, but they cause little harm. Sky uses a sword to cut the enormous fish as a shark shower begins. The water tank is knocked through the building when one shark strikes the roof of the structure, creating a hole. A group of people, including Martin, Ellen, and their kids, are confronted by a destructive hurricane that results in flooding in the lower floors. The building burns and a roasted shark reigns as they try to dissipate the hurricane by throwing bombs into the cyclone, but they only succeed in killing a few burned sharks. The others are cornered by sharks downstairs and flames above as they emerge from the structure. Meteorologists greet them on their way to the Empire State and warn that a 3rd hurricane is headed for the structure. The mayor, Finn, makes the decision to save the city by using the Freon gas tanks in the building. But Finn slices it in half after a massive white shark attacks him after it emerges from the cyclone. Finn is attacked by a huge shark they come across while trying to save the city. They attempt to connect the cables downstairs once Sky joins them, but a shark interrupts them. Finn attempts to blow up the tank with a chainsaw and lightning rod, but the saw kills him. Sharks attack the pair as the hurricane approaches the Empire State. April's arm and pistol are saved, but the man who consumes a dead shark kills the shark. April asks her to marry him again as the Sharknado weather disaster comes to a close.